Well, as much as I did not want to do another video about Ogleth, I have been forced to, since Search for Other Life, Rick, sent me a PM tonight. And Rick, I'm very confused. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. This letter that you sent me had a very threatening tone to it, and it appears to me that you're defending and supporting Ogleth, which means one of two things. Either you're a racist, which I didn't think you were a racist, Rick, or you are extremely confused as to what is going on here. Now, in a minute, guys, I'm going to read you the letter that Search for Other Life sent me. I am under the impression that Ogleth is running around telling people that they can't use his voice and Ogleth doesn't want any videos made about him, exposing his bullshit, exposing him for the racist, stalking, harassing, blackmailing bastard that he is. Ogleth has broken numerous criminal laws as well as violating the terms of service of YouTube blatantly over and over again. He's made videos where he indicated to the channels that he was going to false flag. He's taken down channels. He's taken down videos. He's now taken to filing false DMCAs on any video that has any material of his in it. Reminds me a lot of Smack. Smack used to try that BS. Now, Rick, you may or may not be aware of this, but there is a thing called fair use. It allows for commentary. Therefore, people that are using those clips of Ogleth's voice or screenshots of his channel showing a black person being peed on. He had other videos that he used to have, Rick, where he would show black people hanging from trees. He would send videos of dogs being shot saying, "This is how you're going to be killed." And you have the gall, Rick, to send me a video threatening me, telling me that, oh, you can't help me anymore. I'm not exactly sure what you were doing to help me, but you can't help me anymore. And if I don't take these videos down, you're going to contact your mate at YouTube and permanently delete my account. Well, for starters, Rick, I haven't done anything wrong. So good luck trying to get my account permanently deleted, as you said. And if you have the power to contact someone at YouTube and have a channel permanently deleted, might I suggest you direct your effort and energy at Ogleth and his racist buddies. You can tell they're racist, Rick, because they have SWAT stickers, Confederate flags. They're fond of showing KKK videos, black people hanging from trees, black people being burnt, crosses being burnt. So I have to ask you, Rick, do you support this bullshit? I really hope you get in contact with me, because if this is the position that you take, then I'm afraid I can't support you any longer. You clearly have not researched this, Rick. If you would go to KV1901's channel and look at some of her videos, you will quickly see some of the very hateful, disgusting remarks that Ogleth was sending her. Hundreds of emails, Rick. He sent me, I don't know how many emails or how many accounts. He probably had a dozen accounts he was spamming me with, and I just blocked them. And finally, when he started sending me death threats, that's when I started reporting his channel. I started reporting the videos of black people hanging from trees. Now, Rick, do you support that shit? I really can't believe you sent me this letter. All right, I know I'm ranting. I'm going to read the letter that Rick sent me. Search for Other Life. He says, "Hi, Joopy," because that used to be my old channel. "Well, my help must stop here. He claims," I'm assuming when he says he claims, he's talking about Ogleth. "He claims that each one of the videos listed below," and Rick has a list of like a dozen links, the majority of which aren't even on my channel. And a lot of those videos I had nothing to do with. I didn't produce them. I didn't make them. Yet somehow I'm supposed to control the flow of information. Anyways, his letter goes on. He claims that each one of the videos listed below have his voice on them and his video content, which he says you did not ask his permission to. And since this is a breach of YouTube guidelines, Rick, that's not a breach of YouTube's guidelines. Okay? Fair use is not a breach of YouTube guidelines, which is why they have the Digital Millennium Copyright Act built into the YouTube functionality of their website so that someone can file a digital claim on material that they believe belongs to them. And if Ogith believes that, he can file the DMCAs. But I can tell you right now, Rick, any DMCA that Ogith files on my material, I will file a counterclaim against. Rick goes on. Since this is a breach of YouTube guidelines, I can no longer help you. As you know, I believe in free speech. And Rick, I'm really questioning that right now. I cannot help if you are breaking the rules. I find this incredibly ironic, Rick, since Ogith and his buddies are the ones breaking the rules, and in this letter, you're advocating for him. Rick goes on, he says, I will not tell my mate about this because it will result in your account being permanently removed. Rick, that sounds like a threat. And in case you didn't know, I don't respond very well to threats and blackmail. In fact, I do the exact opposite of what someone tells me to do when they fucking threaten me. Rick goes on to say, all I can suggest is to remove the videos that are listed below or remove his voice and video content from them. He has agreed to leave you and your group alone if this is done. Otherwise, if not, he will most likely put in an official complaint, which will most likely result in you losing your account. Another threat, Rick. I personally do not want that to happen. As you know, I enjoy watching your videos. I've had 7 people's accounts been suspended since I've been on here with YouTube by informing my friend of unacceptable behavior. Well, isn't that nice, Rick? How come you haven't had Oglyph's accounts removed? Or apparently you don't feel offended by the racist that issue death threats to people and harass women and harass homosexuals. Apparently you're okay with that if you're on Oglyph's team. I do not like doing this, but we must make YouTube comfortable for all to enjoy. Oh, for the love of all that is unholy. Which is why there are so many people like us to keep things this way. Like I said, I am not going to tell my mate about this, but Oglyph might put in a complaint if no action has been taken. Sorry, I cannot help you any further. It is up to you. It is up to you from here, and no one else can help you either. And even if they do, it'll most likely end up with the same result, and that is losing your account. Take care, buddy, and I hope you do the responsible thing. Well, Rick, I can tell you straight up what I'm going to do. I am not going to respond to blackmail and terrorism. And if you want to take my fucking channel out, go right ahead. I would really enjoy you contacting your mate at YouTube and have him look at Oglyph and Ignorant Killer and Bobby the Canadian and all those other bunch of Klan members. You know, the guys that wear the white hats and enjoy burning crosses and like to hang black people from fucking trees. The fuck is wrong with you? Before you go sending me some bullshit letter like this, threatening me and advocating for a racist, either buck up and tell me that you're racist or do your research, Rick, because you're advocating for someone that is engaged in criminal behavior. My group, as you put it, are standing up and standing against these racists. We're in a debate, I guess, more like a battle. And if you had any sense and any compassion, you would realize that they're the people that need to be shut down. They're the people that need to have their channels removed. Oglyph, if YouTube would wake up, needs to have his ISP banned permanently. I'm really disappointed in you, Rick. I cannot believe you sent me this letter. I really can't. I'm hoping that you're just confused about what's going on. And for the rest of you, I'm sorry, but this letter really pissed me off. I can't believe this Search for Other Life sent me this letter, which, from what I can, I'll put the letter in the bottom bar, and I'll put search for others life link down there too, so you guys can go ask him what he means by that.